Rohingya refugees from Myanmar who have reached Malaysia are still leading vulnerable lives. We spoke to one refugee about how poverty and exclusion continue to be ongoing themes in his life.
My name is Abu Siddiq. I am from Chao Keo. I fled from Myanmar and I'm living here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I am a deep-sea fisherman and life in Myanmar was okay. But then the conflict started with the ethnic Buddhists. We were beaten, harassed and our houses burned down. We dug trenches, put dry grass in them to sleep on, with grass above us for shelter. We soon had no food to eat and were often hunted down. We just wanted to flee to a Muslim country and Bangladesh was the closest. So we made our way there by boat, but the government didn't accept us, so we had to turn back. We were on the way to Siddiq in Myanmar but were being chased by Buddhist boats as we approached. We thought we would perish at sea, but eventually landed and stayed for a year, with 6,000 people living in a field. We drank water from drains or puddles. People were shot and beaten. There was no food or medical care. 4 of my children, aged 2, 3, 5 and 10, were brutally killed, hacked to death. A Rohingya woman was raped and killed during Ramadan, which started a riot. We heard of a boat going to Malaysia, so cramped onto it with 120 other people. We quickly finished our food and water, arriving in Thailand waters a week later. We were stopped by human traffickers who were waiting in speedboats. They had guns. We were loaded up into different boats and beaten. We were taken ashore and locked in cages. They wanted ransom money. At night, they would take all the young women and rape them. Many people were beaten, died and buried there. They made me contact a cousin in Malaysia to pay a ransom of more than $3,000. We were there for a month before being taken further south into Malaysia and released. Praise God, now I work as a drain cleaner. But life here is still very difficult. We don't have refugee papers. I pray every time before leaving my house that we are safe, and also that we don't run into any policemen who demand money, as we don't have any papers. I don't get paid enough to support my wife who is sick, so I can't take her to hospital. I want my remaining 3 children to get an education. I always pray to God to protect me and my family, so we don't always have to depend on others' charity. My relatives have told me not to go back to Myanmar. But life is so difficult here. I would never tell them that they should try to come to Malaysia.